Ahead.
Unethical, dangerous, and harmful. These are a few words that can be used to describe conversion therapy. Conversion therapy was created as an attempt to change or alter the mindset of homosexual individuals to make them straight by using psychological or spiritual interventions. This form of therapy was created in the middle of the 20th century for people who wanted to change themselves or for other people who want to change their family members or friends. Many years ago, LGBTQ individuals were forced to live in asylums or institutions where they would experience conversion therapy on a daily basis. People underwent this therapy either willingly or unwillingly. While many psychologists and doctors have tried to prove that conversion therapy is effective in changing sexuality, it is not. Conversion therapy is seen as unethical and harmful by professionals and national organizations. Any practice of conversion therapy is a pseudoscience because there's no concrete proof that it will actually work for everyone. There are two theories about why homosexuality exists. The pathological theory believes that factors such as too much mothering, insufficient fathering, or seduction by an older person may influence homosexuality. The theory of immaturity sees homosexuality as a phase in everyone that they'll eventually grow out of. There are many different methods used in conversion therapy. One very popular one that was used and probably still is used today where it's legal is electroshock therapy. It was started in the 20th century and is still used in some countries today. It pretty much just induces a seizure in the person receiving the therapy, and they used it by showing nude photos of the same sex to the patient, and if they reacted to the photo at all, they would get shocked in the head, thus causing a lot of harm and pain to the individual. Another big belief was that riding a bike would somehow cure homosexuality. So two very opposite ends of the spectrum. Some are very harmless treatments and others are very harmful to people. Some less popular ones were inducing nausea with heavy drugs, and they used nude photos again, and the idea was to make the photo repulsive to look at. So they would be shown the photo and just throw up right after. Other ones were more religious, such as praying and performing an exorcism. Heavy hallucinogenics were given. Lobotomies, genital mutilation, fetal intervention, prostitution, and hypnosis were also used. I personally do not believe in conversion therapy because it's not only harmful and dangerous to the people receiving it, but it's also very unethical, and I don't believe that it should ever be used.
All right. Thank you, Katie. Questions?
Are there a lot of cases of people possibly dying?
I didn't get a chance to look into that, but I would imagine that, eventually, after prolonged periods of time, with a lobotomy or, electroshock therapy, that it would cause so much brain damage that they just wouldn't even.
I have to ask, what was the reasoning behind the whole riding the bike?
I never found anything on that. I just, it was just believed that, riding a bike was, I didn't get, an explanation on it, but just all the sites I researched had that on there.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no reason behind it that I saw, but everyone just thought it would work, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Was the overarching, theme for most of these that basically it would sort of a negative reinforcement of an image or something like you mentioned? Is that how
Or
they're mostly built around?
The exorcism to try and get whatever bad energy out. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.